Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be going over emerging technology trends in the startup ecosystem globally. So if you're interested in learning more about what's going to be the next big tech, I suggest you keep watching this video because I'll be going over a few sectors. Cue the intro, let's go for it. Guys, so today we're going to be going over emerging technology trends in the startup ecosystem. Now, emerging technologies, literally like it sounds like, right? New innovative technologies that people haven't seen before, or innovative developments on technology that's already in existence, right? One of the most primary examples is something we've recently saw a big boom in 2021 moving forward, and that is artificial intelligence, right? One day it wasn't really talked about, and the other day everybody's doing it, to even the point that big governments are trying to regulate how it's being used. And also it's also brought a lot of good innovations like machine learning, your chat GPTs, deterministic AI integrations for productivity, project management, and literally the list goes on to eternity. So what's the new biggest tech trends right now, guys? Let's go for it. So first we're going to start with hydrogen energy technology. Startup funding is all around the world is going through a boom here. Now, why is this a thing right now? Well, hydrogen, right, is being looked at as one of the most lucrative and big energy sources, right? Everything from new technologies that we're seeing, from new innovations to existing hydrogen cells, hydrogen batteries, hydrogen systems with AI. Well, even though I haven't looked in too much into that, anything with an AI integration done correctly is actually really cool. There's been well over 23 startups with large valuations and traction that's been financed worldwide, and including things like Zero Avia, which is a hydrogen-powered airplane engines. So I just want to say, right, this is a win-win situation, right? Because we're solving the problem of, alternative energy sources, because fossil fuel is not very environmentally friendly and it probably won't last forever. But also when it comes to portfolio returns, alternative energies are actually very favorable. So with that being said, last part too, when it comes to America, a lot of this hydrogen is going to be powered on natural gas, and the US is actually producing more natural gas than we ever have. So yeah, let's just go on with that. Now, Web3, the next emerging sector. Guys, I know you've heard this rodeo before, but let's go into it, right? So a very small portion of Web3 is actually cryptocurrency. Before you guys get your wads into a knot, it's just a literally new version of the internet, different than the Web2 that we use right now. That's literally why it's called Web3. So a big emphasis on what's called blockchain technology. Blockchain as a way to protect data from ransomware attacks. Blockchain in the shipping industry with the $50 trillion supply chain being used, one, to prevent waste, to secure shipping data over using all this complex paperwork, and for project management in order to use things like move across the supply chain rather effectively. In case you guys haven't noticed, right, we jumped up to a 9% inflation because at least in America, at least due to the pandemic, because we're trying to free up our supply chains, and things like blockchain have been helping to work that number down because of the innovation in things that it could possibly be using. All right, so next emerging sector, right, we're going to be talking about quantum computing, right? So essentially what this is, it's an emerging field where computer science harnesses the quality of quantum mechanics to solve problems beyond the ability of even the most powerful classical computers. So solving problems that a typical computer algorithm can't get based on the concepts of some subatomic particles. Now, I'm going to admit I'm not the smartest person on this, even when I'm reading this data. So here's a little bit about quantum computing here. Here's a little bit about startups being funded in quantum computing here. And here is the outlook on quantum computing using qubits in the future here. So admittedly, guys, I did not want to go too far into that part. So yeah, let's not do it. All right, healthcare, guys. And part of the biggest emerging trends in healthcare was based on some of the Web3 that I actually mentioned, right? Patient triage is one of the biggest things. We still use this ancient thing called the fax machine, and that's getting phased out with blockchain. When you transfer one patient to a hospital all the way to another one, a lot of that data gets lost, especially when you're using things like the fax machine. But with blockchain, you can secure patients' data, like very important data, right? You don't want to decrease their quality of life or existing medical condition because you're losing their data. Blockchain allows you to ship this data safely and securely from triage to hospital. Also, you have other innovations like AI with surgery implications, and 3D printing. So last one we're going to cover is the good old education technology. Now, this has been a long time coming, but this has only boomed, right, since COVID-19 because people had to innovate how they were going to get their educational milestones done, right, when nobody was going to school. Now, some of the short-term implications of this is literally other different ways of remote education with AI implications. And I know I keep going back to Web3, but Web3 seems to be solving a lot of issues, right? Having utility for learning objectives through your non-fungible token, your NFTs, which isn't just a scam, there's actually use for it. Way to digitize educational certificates and how to apply student data with blockchains. So I just thought I would lay this out for you guys and make sure to do your research on this stuff. It's really cool stuff. And if you learned something here, feel free to hit that subscribe button and follow me for more insights on startups and venture capital.